Gentlemen, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Finally, new album from 98 Degrees. Jeff, how are you feeling about this, man? Because we've been waiting for this. I mean, we got the new single, and we're going to talk quickly about that. But it's finally, man, we got a full album in our hands.
Well, thrilled and excited. I mean, obviously part of the excitement is giving new music to our fans. And as you know, the way you release music and the way you get to your fans and the way you do things as far as product has changed with technology, and that stuff is great. But what's been special to me is re-recording these songs with these guys, right? Getting in the studio for new songs and making new magic with these guys, but then reliving the experience of creating all of those songs that made us famous and popular, and still being able to do this today. So that's it's kind of twofold for me. One, giving back to the fans, but also getting to share this experience that, is unique to the four of us.
Drew, I got to ask you, man. I mean, how is it that your harmonies are still so damn good? Because we've seen artists who have been, great over the years, but as they get older, things happen. The voices aren't there. You guys are still kicking it. What's the secret?
I think for us, it's just been that's what we've prided ourselves on for our entire career. Is being able to have that lush harmony sound. And I think just the way our voices stack together. We're a true quartet. Two tenors, a baritone, and a bass. So it allows us a little bit fuller of a sound than maybe some other people that are doing harmonies. So I think for us, it's just a sense of pride. It's a sense of that is what we're gonna make sure that is always highlighted and always in shape, and our voices are always going to blend together. And we invested so much time in our harmonies in the beginning that it is, to a certain degree, almost like riding a bike at this point. There is a bit of muscle memory singing together and having that vocal blend together. Anytime you're singing, with these three other schmucks, is a good time, and we just really try and enjoy it together.
Nick, got you. That was the first single, correct?
Yep.
Why was that? Why did you guys go with that one first when you had such other great songs?
You know what? To your point, there were four other great original songs on the record, but I feel like "Got You" was just such a throwback to kind of a real 98 degree song, with the thick harmonies and the real pop chorus, and so it's just I don't know for whatever reason we just felt like that was a great starting point, but by no means is that the end point. You know what I mean? Like you got to start with something. So, but we're so proud of all five of the original tracks on the record, as well as the re-records of the classic songs. So all in all, just in general, the album Full Circle is one that we're incredibly proud of. To Jeff's point earlier, it's like a chance to create new stuff while taking a look backward at the same time. It was a really kind of a celebration of the 30 years we've been together as a group, and so thankful that our fans continue to support and make this possible to hopefully get another 30 years under our belt.
Jeff, how much fun was it to redo those old songs and then realizing too that you guys still had it to write new classics?
Well, that's a great question. It was fun, but it was a little bit challenging because we've changed. We've developed different habits. We feel like we've evolved as vocalists. If you haven't for over 30 years, then you're not doing something right. So we feel like our voices have grown and matured, and we have different style. But with these re-records, part of the essence of that is kind of trying to capture the original vibe of that. So that was a little hard to go back and sometimes not sing as good or out of tune or out of time and all that stuff to make it sound, be true to the original. So it was a challenge, but it became a fun challenge, and to be a part of that process, and then to A/B those two versions of the song, and they're almost identical, but yet have a little bit more flavor. And obviously technology's changed, so the mixes sound a little bit better. It was a blast. And then the new songs. Drew and Nick both have written some incredible songs for us to lead off the album with, and we feel like we have three other really, really strong ones. And hopefully this will lead to us, doing another album and releasing more material after that. We've gotten reignited with the passion to get in the studio and to release new stuff, because you're not kind of enslaved by the label anymore, and you have the flexibility to get to your fans easily. And that's sort of a blessing for us to have survived this long in our careers to see that come full circle. No pun intended.
Drew, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I've got to ask you this. I think it's probably the most important question. You guys already have your fan base. How do you think this album is going to do in in bringing in a new fan base? Because as you know, hip hop and other genres seem to be up there, and you know the love songs not so much. But again, you guys already have your fan base. How do we bring in the new fan base in this new world?
Well, I think good music always finds a way to the top. And I feel like that's what this record does. It brings good music forward. And there's always going to be a place for a good love song. You know, it doesn't matter what decade you're in, what century you're in, there's always going to be an appreciation for a love song. So I think for us being able to tell that story, to be able to tell those love songs, to be able to sing about matters of the heart and breakup and romance and things like that, that aren't necessarily sung about a lot right now. I think that actually gives us more separation and kind of cuts through some of the noise for us. You know, we're doing something that not a lot of people are necessarily doing by singing about matters of the heart. So, you know, I feel like good music will always find its way, and people will always be falling in love and out of love. And 98 Degrees will always be there to help tell those stories.
And I will be following you guys right to the end. Gentlemen, I got to say thank you so much. Congratulations on the new album. Looking forward to see you guys touring and coming to Canada. Crossing fingers, Toronto is going to be at one of those dates too. And just looking forward to everything you guys do. Thank you for allowing me to do interviews with you guys back in the day. And thank you for allowing me to do the interview today.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it, Rudy. Thank you.